can destroy or you can cancel his combination. And that is the thing for the Lancelot. Just don't let him burst down people.
Well, I think it is time to get into the game. This is game one. Let's roll into the land of Dawn for our semifinals matchup at M2. Boys, take it away.
Well, of course, all eyes is going to be on Sin, as he will be the one that will be taking over Alfred C. But just look at Few already getting his health taken down low.
Not even going to be polite about it, just you come into our range, we will knock you down a peg. Few already less than half health, not even a minute into the game. Looking at the lanes, it's R7 and the Lapu Lapu facing off against Rebo in the gold lane. Up top, it's Flap TZ versus Wiz King, so there's a little switcheroo being showed here by our Hoshi. Again, you're never really sure what James is thinking.
Now, onto the middle lane, this is a normal matchup. Few knows that he will get harassed a lot here as long as he doesn't have his level 4. And as you can see, the damage output in the Matilda is just way too high. But it's okay because Few is the one getting damage, not Carl TZ.
Yeah, of course, we do see Kaltizi though trying to actually go for the Little Wanderer here, and immediately backs away, understanding that Sin as well as Vin, they could actually pull off some significant damages now that he does have the double belt buff as well. So a little bit of push and shove coming from both ends. Bren Esports, they cannot force any issue.
Yep, as Gideon said, Brenny's just waiting for the level 4, and that's when they go ahead and put it into high gear. That's when things get to start, and that's when it becomes more interesting. Right now, Turtle is coming up about 10 seconds from now in the top lane. This is Wiz King and Vin waiting to find someone, catching them off guard, and now Kartisi just clearing the wave alongside the rest of these mid laners, preparing for the first turtle take.
And
And
speaking of which, we can definitely see that RQ is in the prime position to be able to get that challenge in. And for Lusty, he's keeping an eye out, and here comes Psycho.
Lusty is using the brush as well, but RQ, they are going for the Lord next, and this is going to be tricky for them because the Lancelot is on the other side.
Nice catch on the Few first blood drawn by Shin, and there's no counter go. That's gonna be the Rampaging Sandstorm. Lusty bites it. Flap TZ, he's a little too low. Oh, not even a trade. They do get one. It's Vin, but it's 3 on the side of RQ Hoshi. 7.3 to 6.7. Oh, already a 500 gold lead.
That was the perfect timing for RQ Hoshi to pick a fight. Why? Because Carl TZ's orange buff expired. He doesn't have the extra damage to help their side, and now Bren Esports have to bow out from that certain fight.
Yeah, and you gotta give it to Sin on his perfect position as well. He managed to get 2 kills out of that effort. And those pickoffs out there has been able to just deny a little bit more time before the rest of the esports side, of course, comes in with some big plays later on, but phantom execution and stuff like that being brought up. The Wanderer secured, but all eyes are still on Turtle once again, but something's happening down here.
Yeah, no, I think Rebo understands that he can rotate much faster than R7. So that means he doesn't have to miss a wave, and then he can be part of the team fight. Now, Turtle take going on here. Lusty looking for a target. He does have his Imperial Justice on cooldown. That's going to be Kaltisi taking the first Turtle. Down goes Lusty. Vin gets him down. Oh, that's going to be another takedown. Few gets eliminated. 2 for none. Is it worth the Turtle?
What a pincer attack coming in from both sides. RQ Hoshi, they just rushed right in and got Bren Esports members all caught out. And I definitely like what they are doing with the Kai, just having the Hurricane Dance in perfect position.
Now, team fight for Bren here is going to be really tough, but as long as they do not give as much turrets as possible, it's going to be great. Psycho will be the first target, and he will go down. Wiz King here is getting chased down, but Sin is there to help his ally, and that's going to be Flap. But Bren, they went for this.
It seems like Few will be bursted down, but it will be the order burns being popped right in. Wiz King does get that double for that dive. Great exchange coming from RRQ. Kaltizi tries to take the buff away, and Finn, he tries to move right in first position, catching on towards Lusty, but Kaltizi, how far can he run with a mega kill coming from Wiz King?
That was a very risky play coming out from Bren Esports. Carl just wanted to take that purple buff from Sin, but RRQ Hoshi was on top of it.
Yeah, and definitely a great timing on that circling eagle itself. Now 8-3, but the goal difference is not going to be too huge in the early phase of the game. 3 more seconds till the next objective. Well, I definitely see that right now, members inside of Bren Esports, they're trying to pull the trigger on a very difficult position, and that definitely didn't pay any dividend at all.
Now, looking at it, this is the roster or lineup here for RRQ Hoshi that really has a much aggressive early game. They go for those turtles. When Bren Esports, they're kind of caught off guard here.
Yep, here we go. Blazing Duet by Sin. He gets out of there. Battle Mirror Image. Did he steal it? I think he did. Carl Teasy is without his purple. And now the second turtle comes up. I think the fact that RQ Hoshi is just more comfortable with just giving up the turtle to get beneficial trades is dangerous for Bren Esports.
Yeah, right now the turtle is going to be the main target for both of these teams. Bren Esports really want that. RQ does not want to give that to them. Cycle with the Petrify. Oh my goodness. Lusty just goes down.
Not a good look for Lusty so far, and without that Imperial Justice, whether it be because it's on cooldown or whether it's because they catch him like that, not even blinking. Oh no, Flapteezy gets a barrage of bullets from Shin, and that's gonna be Vin putting the nail in the coffin for Flapteezy. It's looking tough for Bren Esports.
Yeah.
6 minutes, 45 seconds in. Doc Rebo tries to go for a push. That's gonna be R7 not able to save the turret. In comes Psycho.
And of course, Blood Oath already being popped up as they will be able to manage this pretty much safely. I don't really like the sort of exchange that they had back towards the Turtle Pit, and this is where things get a little bit rowdy with the rest of RQ. Hoshi moving right back in, chasing on towards Ripple as he tries to make an escape, but how long can he last? As you can see, R7 has already got members right behind him, and Sid might just actually get this one coming.
Now, Reba's just trying to scale at the bottom lane, but the problem is RQ Hoshi just control the top lane, and now the next target for them is going to be this bottom lane. They want to get this before the 60 seconds passes, so that they can set up to the top lane and get the next objective there. A turtle probably? But RQ Hoshi has their sights set on just controlling every single side of this map.
Oh, Lusty tries to put a bead on to R7, misses it. Phantom Execution still online. They're gonna use it for a dash. It's not enough. Sin finds you, and Flapteezy uses Black Dragon form to retreat. Lusty survives, but only for now, as well as Flapteezy. That's -1. Carl finally shut down here. No longer a thorn on the side of RRQ Hoshi. They push mid. That's going to be open. And Butters, as you were saying, it's a diversion play. And they just got a free turret along the way. It's a drive-through, right? They're giving Bren Esports so many problems so that whenever RQ Hoshi goes for an objective, there's just no answer because they're trying to, you know, plug these holes in the sinking ship.
The playing prowess or the playmaking prowess of Psycho is just showing right here. The amount of pressure, the amount of worry that he puts on Bren Esports' shoulder, it's just too much to bear for them, and they break down the pressure to the early game.
Yeah, and you could definitely see that RQ's plan when they immediately lock in that clock, this is what they were hoping for in the best case of things, and they've already got 5 kills on towards this clock, and he's pretty much hard to catch in that sort of moment. Now, a little bit of setup here coming from Psycho as he's looking for a good one, and there we go.
This is going to be the choke. They're going for the purple, and look at the life bars melting at the feet of Sin. That's a double. They take one on the backswing, but what is R7 for 4 members of Bren Esports? What is R7? It is all worth it. The siege begins right here. They want to penetrate, not even 10 minutes in.
Yeah, and there's only a couple of all these members that will be coming up online in the form of Lusty as well as Flapteezy in a couple of seconds here, but they've already lost way too many towers, and I definitely think that RQ Hoshi, they take too much control, all in the span of less than even 10 minutes. Let's check out the item, shall we? Butters, we've already seen a great build coming out of RQ.
Now, if you would look at it, Sin here went for the brute force breastplate. That is going to be good defense against the Lancelot. Now, Lancelot isn't at the best position right now just because he has the Heptasis but no Endless Battle, no Blade of Despair. And Queen's Wings for Flap TZ, he doesn't have the extra firepower, he doesn't have the skill vamp to just back up that tankiness that he has. Although for few, we're seeing a bit of progression here. Enchanted Talisman to the Necklace Durance. Vin getting a bit of a Durance as well, and at the same time, he does have that casual Dreadnought armor just to protect himself from Carl TZ.
So far what I'm seeing is Sin and Vin, say what you will about their names rhyming, but they both understand that they have to somehow go in. This is two heroes that usually don't have to go dive in, but speaking of dives, that's going to be the Order of Brilliance popped in here by few just to survive. Rebo with the blood flow coming in, and here's a Black Dragon form. Flap easy, he can smell blood, but I think RQ Hoshi is setting something up from the left side. Whisking, I think he's looking for it. There's the Rampaging Sandstorm. Oh, they sense the Lord take. Can't easy take it down here. Sin is now godlike. There's the Blazing Duet. Lusty's gonna be next. Whisking puts him in, down under the ground, 6 feet, 2 for none, plus the Lord. RQ Hoshi is ripe for the finish.
They fished him out, and with that, they initially went in by popping the Order of Brilliance, and Lunox already using the ultimate. They could not possibly go into cross anywhere near towards the Lord, but here comes RQ. They've already got the Lord taken out, and they are going straight to finish up game number 1, but there's going to be a defense coming in from the side of Bren Esports. They tried to hold on. Rebo with the blood. Oh, he flickers away, but look at R7. He's chasing right in as well, but he will give his life for it. Bren Esports, they're slowly going down, and game 1 is in the hands of the Indonesian side, RQ Hoshi.
And you saw how aggressive they were in terms of just getting that first turtle on their side. RQ Hoshi, I think my thoughts were right. This is their early game lineup in terms of players.
Near flawless. It's like Whisking and Sin were playing all throughout day 1 and 2. This is what it looks like for RQ.
I mean, honestly, they have been one of the more veteran players coming in for the side of RQ for a large majority of the roster as well. They have been there for a while, and I think that makes a significant difference when it comes to just decision making and some of these more reliable picks that they've been pulling off time and again.
Yeah, I definitely think that it looks a lot more clear than what we saw coming in towards the upper bracket ones for the side of...
Hello, thank you very much. I can deal still a lot of damage even in the early game.
One thing I want to say to the viewers out there is that if you want to know whether or not Carl TZ's Lancelot is working, just look at the timer. If it's like 3 minutes in and Carl TZ is like 0 and 1 with the Lancelot, you know something bad is gonna happen. In fact, he finished with 1 and 4. RQ Hoshi knew exactly how to win against the Lancelot, and there are 2 things that I want to say. Number 1 is win your lanes. Number 2 is win your side lanes.
Yeah.
Because the fact that your side lanes can participate in fights, it can help in stopping the snowballing Lancelot.
Yeah, and again, in this kind of situation, RQ Hoshi, just like you said, the side lanes, the Lapu Lapu, the Khalid, R7, and Whisking, they won every single thing. They won their lane, and then they translate whatever they're winning onto the side lane. And over here, Zin, on terms of the itemization, I kind of like that he's focusing more on a little bit of his defensive.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the Demon Hunter Sword. He has the Golden Staff. That is the core item for a Claude, but then he also has the Queen Wings as well as the Brute Force Breastplate to make sure that his movement speed is a little bit more faster so he doesn't get caught. And if he does get caught, he will not take that much of a damage. And Whisking with the Khalid with the Execute, make sure that if anyone did fight in his lane, even like Bren, we saw they tried to go very aggressive. They dove inside his tower, and he's like, no. This is Whisking. This is my tower.
Psycho and Vin, I love their itemization. You might not see it here, but they all actually